Welcome to the 508 Power Hour, a fantasy football podcast like no other. And here are your hosts, Fran Baldino and Dave Preventure.
What's going on, guys? November 18th, 2020, episode 11, the big 1-1 Franny. How we doing this week?
Not bad, Dave. Big NBA draft today. Hopefully the Celtics make a move, but
Definitely won't.
I mean, we've been here the last, 6-7 years?
7 years. I looked it up today. 7 years. We're gonna get James Young again, Ante Zizic again. It's always this like rumorville, and then literally nothing happens with the Celtics. So
love to get our hopes up just to be let down and draft more rookies than anyone else. So.
As long as I get a big man tonight, I'm happy. I don't care if it's from the Hawks. I don't care if it's from Lithuania. I don't care where it's from. Just get me a big man that can rebound the goddamn basketball.
I think the main Red Claws are going to be pretty good this year.
Taco Fall, baby.
Yeah.
What if they get Harden? Would you be happy with that?
No.
I'd love it, but
because I know
because already said no.
Because I don't want to move any of the Jays or Marcus Smart, and for that to happen, the Rockets are asking for the haul. And I mean, I don't know. Boston strip clubs, they're all right, but I don't know if James Harden will be happy. I mean, I know he likes Miami, so maybe.
You just run to Providence every week.
All right, Fran, we're all not like you dirty fuck. So, hey, let's get into football, you know?
All right, Dave. Starting on Thursday night last week, we had the Colts 34, Titans 17.
Little round of applause for the Colts, everybody. Everyone counted him out about 3 weeks ago. Philip Rivers can't throw the ball. He can only have kids. Look at us now. Top of the AFC South, and we ain't looking back.
Nyheim Hines, man.
On his birthday, nonetheless.
Yeah.
3 touchdowns?
Yeah, 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
He's balling out, dude. He's completely taken over that running back role.
Jonathan Taylor's a no-name there now.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor continues to not reach his full potential.
Fantasy owners have to be frustrated with it, but as a Colts fan, I don't give a shit. Let Nyheim Hines cook.
Mm-hmm.
If Jonathan Taylor wasn't producing, and it wasn't what we really wanted. I mean, a full power back, great for the Colts, but I think somewhere along the lines of one of those pass catchers is what really fits with them.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Cleveland 10, Houston 7.
Nick Chubb, what a asshole. I mean,
dude, if you're losing your fantasy matchup by anywhere between 2 points to 6 points, and Nick Chubb runs out of bounds like that,
you have to be and it's prime time. You got to win every game if you want to get into the playoffs at this point. And I guarantee you Nick Chubb screwed over millions of people. Not only that, point spread in that game, 4. It was a 3-point game. They finished with a 3-point game. Nick Chubb cost millions.
Yeah.
And it's just, we saw that with Todd Gurley last year twice and once this year, messing up with it. I don't see the infatuation. I get ending the game, right? Mm-hmm. He ran out of bounds. The clock didn't even stop.
In this game, too, you're winning by 3. Houston doesn't. They may have had timeouts, but the game's essentially over.
Makes sense if you're up 1.
Yeah,
makes sense because you can always score that touchdown and have them up 8. We saw that with the Lions.
Yeah, exactly. So you're up 3 points. Why not just score the touchdown and go up 10?
Exactly. I don't get it.
I would say at minimum you're up 9. It makes it a two-score game. Mm-hmm. I mean, I understand that all they have to do is kneel it, but really, why not just get in the end zone?
Exactly.
That blows my mind.
I think they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Detroit 30, Washington 27.
A close game, closer than I expected to be, honestly.
Yeah.
Alex Smith looked pretty fucking good, I'm not gonna lie.
First start, and I believe it was 782 days.
Right, and his leg held up, and it didn't look like Jell-O. So it was he was extremely efficient and extremely accurate with everything that was going on. It just sucks that Chase Young throws the game for them.
Yeah, that penalty was terrible.
What the hell?
That's such a rookie mistake, and it's just such a
pointless when
hit.
You got Prater on the other sideline, who literally has the NFL record for longest kick. So 15 yards is just giving them that win. And I mean, Chase Young had to have been beating himself up about it because it's just ridiculous.
Exactly. Alex Smith has now played 2 games the last 2 weeks. He's played 3 games this year. The last 2 weeks, he's thrown for 325 and 390. The craziest part about that is he now has like 720 yards, one touchdown.
When they get in the red zone, that team runs that ball, and it's crazy because you have J.D. McKissick and Antonio Gibson just stealing those touchdowns from Alex Smith. I mean, don't get me wrong, you got Terry McLaurin, but other than that, he's not really a red zone threat.
No,
he is
stretches the field.
Exactly. He can score from 70 out, but that's where you're going to get most of your touchdowns from Terry from, not in that red zone in that 20 yards.
Exactly.
More look towards Logan Thomas a little bit more there, but again, they run that ball.
Yeah, but for Alex Smith to go out there, throw 390 yards last week and not score a touchdown, that's
impressive
kind of
as hell. I mean, look at Jared Goff. He did 300 against Seattle. It sucks when you got a guy slinging it out there and you can't even get in the end zone.
Tom Brady, like we said, Dave, led Tampa. I mean, he had the bounce back week. He led Tampa to a 46-23 win over Carolina.
Little less close than I thought it would be.
Yeah, they blew him out.
I really thought that
Anthony Edwards, pick one. Ooh.
Breaking news: the Minnesota Bums, aka Timberwolves, aka losers, just selected Anthony Edwards with the first overall pick in the NBA COVID draft. Probably going to be a bust because Minnesota sucks. D'Angelo Russell sucks. Karl Anthony Towns, nice guy. R.I.P. to his mom. Next.
Tampa Bay.
Oh, yes. Tampa Bay. Great game against Carolina. The one thing I think Carolina's definitely missing now is Christian McCaffrey. I mean, Mike Davis is a great running back, but Christian McCaffrey makes those plays that ultimately make you get in the end zone. And Curtis Samuel got bottled up. I think he had 11 scrimmage yards after breaking out for 100-something with 10 catches in the week before. So that Tampa Bay defense really went back to what they were known for before that Saints game.
Brady had the 4 touchdowns, so exactly what we said last week. He was going to have that bounce back week, and he did.
I think system QB. I mean, you saw Jameis Winston in Tampa.
We have New York Giants 27, Philadelphia Eagles 17.
I honestly thought Philly was turning a new leaf, and they clearly aren't.
No.
Daniel Jones still isn't like the most efficient quarterback, but if you're in the NFC East, you get a blessing. And I think the Giants are going to be able to win that division with everything going on.
I think Philadelphia has to be like the most out of sync, frustrating team to ever watch.
If you are a Philly fan, oh, God bless you.
They go for 2 when it doesn't count. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Literally,
Doug
Peterson.
They go for 4th down on everything.
I've seen, and they have a great field goal kicker, yet they do not utilize him. Jake Elliott.
I want to say Fulgham had looked like he was breaking out this year, and goes out this week and had 2 catches for I think like 8 yards.
Exactly. Now they have Jalen Reagor and Alshon Jeffrey had 1 target. It almost seems like they had what they wanted with Fulgham and everything. And now it's just everyone's starting to get back, and there's almost too many targets going everywhere for everyone to be in sync.
Yeah, Fulgham had 1 catch for the 8 yards.
Yeah, so it's after being the leader for
after
5 weeks straight, 6 weeks straight.
5+ catches, 70 yards in 3 straight games.
Exactly. It's crazy.
4 straight games, actually, because he had that 150-yard against Pittsburgh.
Yep.
So, it happens all the time. I feel like when stuff goes well and it's working in the NFL, for some reason they just flip the page and
I'll bet you any money Ronald Jones has less than
80 yards.
80 yards this week after going off for 190 last week.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And it's not going to make any sense to anyone. It's going to screw your fantasy lineups, and that's the way the NFL rolls.
100%.
Green Bay 24, Jacksonville 20.
Jacksonville had a chance at the end there.
Yeah.
They really did. I think if you have Minshew, you get a little bit of a better chance. He's a playmaker, but not the greatest showing from Green Bay.
Yeah, I mean
up 10 at the half and to only win the game by 4, it's tough when you arguably have one of the greatest offensive quarterback wide receiver duos in the league. You know what I mean? It's just you'd expect them to score a lot more and to hold Jacksonville to maybe less than 20.
Exactly. I thought that game was going to be a little more than a 4-point deficit, but I mean Jacksonville's defense is young. I mean, if that defense can do that stuff against Green Bay,
right?
Like, I don't understand how they're not going to be winning games against teams like Houston. I mean, Houston's 2 wins this year are both against Jacksonville.
Right.
So if you take the Jaguars off the Texans' schedule, the Texans are 0-7, which is And then, so Jacksonville playing that good against Green Bay, like, you got to do the same thing against.
Right. And they played really good against that Colts team week 1, so
Exactly.
who knows what this Jacksonville team is going to be capable of in the next few years.
Yeah, especially with the top 3 pick this year.
Right.
So, DeAndre Hopkins, man.
Woo!
Ooh.
Woo! But Kyler Murray can't throw, right, Fran?
He can throw a good deep ball, yeah.
Yeah, but he wasn't off balance.
No, he set his feet,
Right.
threw the ball 55 yards in the air to a jump ball.
I mean, this guy doesn't watch football.
Beautiful Michael Jordan commercial for the Jordan brand.
You want to know how much revenue they got?
Did they actually have a commercial already?
No, but
Did their stock go up?
the amount of exposure, they got $6.3 million in exposure
insane.
from that picture.
Exposure.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah.
sense,
Yeah.
Unreal.
That's
So-
crazy.
Sick photo though.
That was a
I
great
mean,
photo.
if I'm DeAndre Hopkins, I have
He's got all
that.
the competition below him.
Yeah, it unbelievable, man. I mean, that was awesome. One of the better games this year, and I mean, I thought the Bills won it, and then an Aaron Rodgers-esque deep ball.
Yeah. Arizona 32, Bills 30.
Yep.
Miami once again too, man. He's what 4-0, 3-0 now?
3-0.
3-0. Miami Dolphins 29, Los Angeles Chargers 21.
That defense is gifting him it again
Another one-score loss.
for
the Chargers.
Justin Herbert. That, I mean, god damn.
Oh, Dave, breaking news.
Hold on, don't tell me yet. Know it, tell me.
Golden State selects
James Wiseman.
James Wiseman with the number 2 pick.
Great pick, Golden State. Great pick, you fucking losers, for getting Kevin Durant. I'm sick of you. I don't care if you guys are good. Steph Curry, you can go bake with your wife or whatever you guys do on the off season. And Klay Thompson, I like it, 420.
Yeah, let's hope Clay didn't get too hurt today.
Yeah, but screw the Golden State Warriors. I mean,
yeah.
I went to a game once at TD Garden, saw them. Celtics were up 20. Curry did his thing. We lost. I was in the nosebleeds, worst time ever, drunk as hell. Fuck the Warriors.
You didn't get kicked out of that one, did you?
I don't think so.
Alrighty.
Hope not.
Las Vegas 37, Denver 12.
Whew. They ran and ran and ran the ball on Denver.
Yeah.
I mean, not only did Josh Jacobs have 2 touchdowns,
Devontae Booker.
Devontae Booker had 80 and 2 touchdowns. It's like, what the hell?
Booker's pretty good.
Right.
I mean, the way they use him is very good.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that was a revenge game for Booker, so that one makes sense against Denver for him. But Denver's offense, they look terrible, dude.
They really do.
Another
I mean,
12 points.
Jerry Judy's banged up again and Noah Fant, so you're missing 2 key pieces to Drew Lock's offense.
Yeah, Tim Patrick gets himself ejected.
Which, tough. But hey, I mean, that's football. But again, you give them 2 years, and this Denver team has big potential.
They have a lot of young players.
Players.
Their defense hasn't been that bad, given Von Miller's not even there.
Right. You could have that defense is 10 times better with Von Miller leading the charge there.
Los Angeles Rams 23, Seattle Seahawks 16.
I believe in this Rams team. I really do. I mean, don't be surprised if come February they're in the Super Bowl.
Do you think it's Do you think Russell Wilson's MVP campaign is over?
Yeah. Yep. Big time.
He's 7 interceptions in the last 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I don't know what's going on because I think missing Chris Carson actually hurts him a lot more than you'd think because they are forced to really throw the ball because DJ Dallas, Travis Homer, they haven't really been able to get the ball going on the ground. So you're forced to throw it way more. You're prone to more interceptions. You're prone to more fumbles. It's just it's crazy because Russell Wilson seemed like Mr. Unlimited, and now he looks like Mr. Limited.
The last 3 weeks he came back down to earth, and have they lost all 3 games?
I believe so.
And they play again tomorrow night against the Cardinals, which
it
team
is
that
a
started
revenge
this week.
game,
Yeah.
but it's a team that can match up with them easily.
Pittsburgh 36, Cincinnati 10.
Yeah, what a blowout, huh? I think that Pittsburgh game against Dallas was their mess up. Even though they won, that was the only game that is going to be really close. They have a legit possibility. They really do. They have a possibility of going 16-0.
Yeah. They get Baltimore. Actually, they play Baltimore Thanksgiving night. So, that's actually next Thursday. So.
Oh, Thanksgiving special next Wednesday, folks?
Yeah.
Oh, Tune in next Wednesday for Thanksgiving special. We're going to cut the turkey. 100%.
But, I mean, that's going to be a great game. But I think that's if Pittsburgh wins this week, which they most likely will against Jacksonville.
So I thought that miss-up game would have been against Cincinnati last week.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they get Jacksonville, so it might be a trap here.
Right.
But I don't see it happening.
I mean, once you get to 7-0, 8-0, 9-0, every game seems like it could be a trap. You know what I mean? Just because...
Big Ben... every time he plays the Jaguars, he thinks about retiring. So,
breaking news.
Yeah, I saw it, Dave.
LaMelo motherfucking Ball is going to Charlotte, man. Him and MJ and LeVar. MJ, a known scumbag for all of his political views and everything to do with him. But we don't talk about that or anything to do with the Chicago Bulls organization. Because he's a known scumbag.
Does this mean that he has to play? Does LeVar Ball have to play
Michael Jordan 1-on-1?
Is that true? Is that a true thing?
That's gonna happen.
They're gonna play 1-on-1.
I believe so.
They have to They have to have a camera there.
I mean, I would pay 50.
Is MJ gonna wipe the floor?
Yeah, I mean
That's
LeVar. LeVar. Yeah, LeVar's probably a bag of milk when it comes to.
Jordan might play with his left hand. Like he might only play left-handed. And
it's just unbelievable.
I mean, that's a good pick. I like that for Charlotte.
I mean, you just signed Terry Rozier to a long contract, so who the hell knows what's going on in Charlotte? I don't think they're a threat to the East anytime soon because, again, MJ, known scumbag, doesn't really know how to do anything with the team and organization. So it's just very, very tough.
Mills wants you to throw some respect on the GOAT's name.
Who's Mills? Okay.
He's a kid who's 2-8 in our league.
Oh, okay.
And someone else wants to know how long would that 1-on-1 game be?
Oh, 15 seconds.
If they're playing at 21, it's going to be 21-2. I mean,
Jordan would not. Jordan would
Jordan's,
not let. Hey, first of all, Mills, I didn't say Jordan's not the GOAT, which he is. He's just a known scumbag. What do you want me to do about it? I mean, guy's a scumbag, always a scumbag. But Jordan would not let LeVar score a single point because that would ruin him. I think he might put money on the point wager. Because he would literally,
dude, if he wanted to, if he really wanted to.
Over 21.5.
What do you mean, Tyler?
Under. 100. He gets it. He
He does not get it.
Yes, he does. You don't get it because if it's a game to 21 and a half.
The game?
Yeah.
Game. Under. Yeah.
That boy, Tyler.
New Orleans Saints 27, San Francisco 49ers 13.
I really thought the Niners were going to cover. It was a 10-point spread. Nick Mullins, he's one of those guys that one night he's throwing for 350, and then the next he just sucks.
Is he the new Ryan Fitzpatrick?
No, I think he's the old Matt Flynn. He's the new Matt Flynn, where he can literally have a 400-yard game and then never be heard from again.
Matt Flynn, okay.
You know what I mean? He's one of he's backup's backup.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they put what's his name, Beathard back at the end of that game.
Right. It just is Jimmy G ever coming back?
I don't know. I mean,
and is he their guy now?
I don't think Jimmy's the answer at quarterback there. No. I think they're going to look elsewhere.
Maybe a little Matt Ryan connection with Shanahan next year.
Maybe, or I mean, if Kyle Trask is available in the draft for Shanahan, I think they jump at it. No, I don't think. I think Shanahan's typical quarterback is that pocket passer. I mean, you've seen it with Matt Ryan and Jimmy G. They're not mobile guys. They sit in the pocket and they're accurate.
Right.
Which Trask looks accurate this year. I mean, that kid, and he's like 6'5". So.
Right. He's what you want in a quarterback, which I thought that's what Jimmy G was.
Mm-hmm.
And
his durability is what hurts him.
Exactly. ACL and then shoulder injury, I think. Was it shoulder? And then
shoulder, then ACL.
Ankle, and then ankle, and now it's just like, if this guy's healthy, maybe he is the real deal. But again, we saw it in the Super Bowl. He overthrows people. I don't trust Jimmy G at what money he was paid.
Yeah,
it's just insane. And the Niners I don't think they're going to make playoffs because of how loaded that division is.
Shanahan right now already said that he expects Jimmy to be the quarterback in 2021, but I mean...
anything can change in the NFL.
I mean, I don't see it happening, honestly. I'm trying to look up Garoppolo's career record as a starter real quick. So
it used to be 7-0 or something, right? Or
it's
it was like
28 and 8 or something like that? Like,
It started off though. It was
he's 24-8 as a career starter.
okay, so I think, but it started out at like 7.
He was 7-0 at some point, right?
He was like
6-0 or...
he was up there.
I mean, he was 7-0. Then that's the thing. So he was 2-0 with New England. He was 5-0 with the 49ers. Then he got hurt.
And it was, but that 5-0, I always thought it was kind of skewed because it was at the end. It was, what were they, like 3-11 when he got put in. And
Yeah.
it was basically like,
Okay,
and
you're right.
they were going against garbage teams at that point too. It wasn't anyone playoff pushing, anything like that.
Yeah, I mean,
when the pressure comes to Jimmy G, we've seen him hand the ball off to Raheem Mostert and overthrow a wide open, who was it?
Sanders.
So it's like,
But then Jimmy went 1-2. That's the year he tore his ACL, and then 13-3 and 3-3 this year. I mean, in pretty much 3 real seasons. I mean, he's been on the 49ers since 2017, but he's played 30 games.
Chicago Bulls.
He's 22-8 in the 30 games.
Bryce has lost money. Chicago Bulls are going Patrick Williams with their number 4 pick.
Patrick Williams?
Yes, sir.
Is that the Florida State
Where's
kid?
he from?
I think it was Florida State.
I think it was Florida State, FSU.
Yeah, Florida State. That's crazy. I mean,
I know.
overtop him.
I like Obi Toppin a lot. I like him a lot. Hey, I hope you guys will tune into our basketball podcast coming up in the near future. Be produced by Tyler, hosted by me and someone else. I don't know.
Wow.
Me, Dave.
Oh, and Fran, look at that. I don't know. I didn't know Fran liked basketball. Who knows? You never know what sport Fran likes. Or team.
Alrighty.
Is this another thing I missed today?
No, it's just what happens when football season ends.
Behind the scenes, it's been a little rough for Ty. It's been missing some stuff.
It's alright.
Yeah, you'd think the producer would be on top of his
Damn.
work.
Is this another thing I missed? Franny, what do we got next?
New England Patriots 23, Baltimore Ravens 17.
I'm sure if you're a Pats fan and you're a gambler, you probably threw a shit ton of money on the Pats and won a whole bunch, right? That's what most people should have done, right? No. I heard they didn't. But that was an insane hurricane to hit towards the end of that game.
It was a legit monsoon.
Like,
what?
us living in New England, we were literally able to understand what the weather was like in that stadium, because if you walked out at that point in time, it was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
You literally could not see the end of that game.
You could on TV. Like,
The Patriots' final drive looked completely different than the Baltimore Ravens' final drive.
Which is insane.
Which-
I would say it rained the whole game,
Right.
which definitely played a factor. The Ravens center with that cut on his hand,
Yep.
those three huge missed snaps. That's probably what cost the Ravens
Right.
the game. And it's like the weather plays a factor, but the Patriots are playing in the same weather. You can't use that as an excuse. The Ravens.
That weather was
the
insane, though.
The center got hurt last week against Indianapolis, cut his hand, had a few bad snaps in that Indy game, and then this week against New England, he had also Harbaugh was trying to get way too cute.
Yeah,
You got
I don't
Lamar-
know what happens, like you said, too. When coaches go against Belichick, it's like their brain turns to pudding, and they don't know what's going on.
Which makes
The
no
only
sense.
person to out-Belichick was Vrabel.
Yeah.
Well, last year when they did the delay a game,
Mm-hmm.
or false start, I should say, to get 15, 20 seconds off the clock and push it down to 4 minutes. He's the only coach I've ever seen be able to out-Belichick. And when someone tries to out-Belichick, they look like a moron. Look against.
You can't forget Doug Peterson in the Super Bowl. He outcoached him
Okay,
there. But I mean that's two.
Yep,
literally
that's
two
fair. But now look at
scenarios that we can
Doug
think of.
Peterson, also dumb now.
Yeah.
Do you remember that play, Patriots Colts?
The fake punt.
Yeah, the fake punt handoff. Everything blew up. They literally lined 3 guys up in the middle, and then they had the whole other line on the other side of the field. That's what happens when coaches go against Belichick. They legit think they're doing something so cute and so smart, and it just doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. So the Ravens here. It's 4th and 2 on their side of the 50. You have Lamar Jackson as your quarterback.
Just run it with him.
And they try to do a wildcat with Lamar not even on the field and Mark Ingram in the back.
And Ingram fumbles the ball.
Well, that's a bad snap, which the
Right,
snap
again,
itself is
the
whatever.
snaps come back
but
to...
your quarterback's leading your team in rushing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That backfield's a mess. Don't put Mark Ingram back there and
Give
expect him to
J.K.
do
Dobbins some touches, man.
Yeah.
I love Gus Edwards and Mark Ingram, but that rookie can ball out. And I think you have
he's
to
definitely
give
the
him...
most talented in the backfield.
You have to give him a chance.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Ingram had 5 yards on the ground.
Ooh, Cleveland's trading.
And to wrap it up, Monday night, Minnesota 19, Chicago 13.
Ugly game, like I said.
Yeah.
I didn't use even... I remember I was like, this is going to be an ugly game. And you were like, what? Minnesota and Chicago? No way.
Well, it's a good game. It was ugly.
I know. Okay, name-wise, yeah. That's like a perfect Thursday night. That's like a Thanksgiving game.
Division rival.
Right.
Like,
what the hell is Nick Foles doing? And what the hell is Matt Nagy doing?
yeah.
I think it's time to literally put Mitch back in.
Well, Foles' injury, I mean, that hip or leg.
The thing with the Bears is their QB injuries are always at the perfect times.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
It's always like, oh, well, Mitch is hurt, so it's a perfect time to throw in Nick Foles. It's just like, what the hell? And that Chicago defense deserves a whole bunch more. They deserve a competent quarterback.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Which they haven't had in our entire life.
Right, and you got Allen Robinson, who you need some help on the offensive side too. I'm not gonna lie. Like, just because you have Allen Robinson is gonna be tough, but that Bears defense, that team should be way better. They were what 5-0 or 5-1.
5-1 at one point.
Now they're 5-6 or 5-5. It's crazy.
I mean, dude, the thing right now is so with what's his name, Foles getting hurt. Like, I don't think Foles is gonna miss multiple weeks. But the thing is like you said, it's a
what happens.
Time. So Foles has been playing pretty bad. Trubisky's going to come in
and ball
they have a bye week right now.
Okay.
So that's may help Foles. But then they come back. Is this Monday night, 29th?
Yeah, they come back
Monday night against
that
the
Monday.
Packers.
Yep.
So you come back Monday night against your number 1 rival, Green Bay Packers.
Who's probably going to be pissed off and ready to go. Because they haven't been, and they're going to have Allen Lazard, so they're going to have a better offensive swing.
Do you put Trubisky in if Foles is healthy? Are you rolling with Trubisky, or do you try and go back to Foles?
I think you have to give Trubisky another chance here. What's tough is the bye week. The bye week really messes things up here. Because if you don't have that bye week, you can put Trubisky in. He does bad. You can easily transition back to Foles and say, this was what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
But Mitch Trubisky's undefeated this season. You have to roll the dice with Mitch Trubisky, I think. I really think you do.
I think you do. I think you go with Trubisky here. And honestly, I'm a big Nick Foles guy. I love Foles. But I'm hoping Trubisky can come in here and lead this team to a playoff run.
That would be fun to watch.
I would say for the sake of Trubisky's career and the Bears. I mean,
and then
the Bears need some good luck.
Trubisky gets injured right before the NFC Championship. Who do you bring back?
Nick Foles.
The bench god himself. Yep.
But the Bears need some good luck. I mean, they finally have a very good season. They went 13-3 a couple years ago. Cody Parkey tries to do a freaking crossbar challenge in the playoffs.
Pew, 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 pew. And like multiple times that happened with the Bears too.
Yeah.
Like field goal has been the issue, and then Cody Parkey goes to the Browns and just knocks everything through. And Robbie Gould goes to the Niners, knocks everything through. It's just what the hell, man. It's just bad luck.
All right, Dave, that wraps it up for the NFL recap. Let's jump over to 508 recap.
Yes, sir.
Discount Belichick 93, Armageddon for 71.
Yeah.
Not much to talk about there. Nate
started the entire Patriots lineup.
Yeah.
And then said he's going to ruin some people's days.
Yep. And he somehow still thinks he's in it, and he wants to play a little... He actually wants to finally start picking up waivers. So.
And I'll tell you what, Nate, some people aren't happy with you picking up that guy because someone needed him. Not me. No. Not me.
I didn't need him. I would have liked Kalen Ballage this week, but, I mean, I can do without it. But somebody else who was hunting for a playoff spot in the East needs him. And Nate wanted to just throw a bunch of fab at him and pick him up for absolutely no reason.
That's fantasy, baby.
Yeah, that's Nate for you.
Business is business.
Business is business.
Breaking news, Dave.
Hold on. Give me it.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Traded it?
selecting Isaac Okoro with the number 5 pick.
Kid with the broken toe.
Is that the kid with the broken toe?
Kid with the broken toe.
I don't think that's him.
Okoro, I believe it is the kid with the broken toe.
Is that the kid that got hurt like just now? A couple weeks ago?
Think so.
The kid from Auburn.
Oh, I'm wrong. I'm thinking of
You're thinking of the USC kid, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't like that pick. I'll say it here.
Obi Toppin's still on the board.
What the fuck is Cleveland doing? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
have much to say about that pick.
I don't know what Cleveland's doing anymore. I never did.
6'6", small forward. I mean that.
Out of where?
Auburn.
Oh.
But I mean.
I thought.
Yes, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, you got Jetty Osman still, but.
Yeah, I don't like that pick.
Cleveland sucks. Give me
Alrighty.
Kevin Love.
Straight cash homie, 104, nation domination, 81. Dave, bad week for you.
Hey.
You were due though.
I said it before. I said it again. I'll say it again. All right. I needed to lose. My boys needed to lose. We all sat down Friday night, team dinner, my house. All got Big Y pizza.
Hopefully not more than 10
Masked
people.
up?
Masked up 6 feet apart. What
Just the starters. Right? Well, how many starters are there?
7.
Oh, so you're good.
Yeah.
Just the starters.
Fuck you, first of all, for trying to put sus on me
He's
when
in
we
the
had
COVID regulation.
we had Bryce, who actually had coronavirus, and you're putting it on me, which is insane.
I mean,
You
I'm just making sure you're following the Massachusetts guidelines. That's all.
this motherfucker was playing with Justin Turner doing some catch 2 weeks ago. So don't even shut up, Fran. But I had to sit the boys. We had to just have an off week because you don't want to be on a streak when you get into playoffs. We all knew that, so we lost on purpose.
Okay. I mean, I'm with it. I like that game plan.
Mhm.
You got to get those sketchy losses out before playoffs.
And that was a sketchy fucking loss.
Yeah. SJ Knights 141, sweaty punt 75.
I mean,
Huge matchup for both teams.
1 week ago, Sean was at the top of the East. Now he's not even in playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, he goes from the 1 seed to the 5 seed, and Morrow, who beat him, goes from the 5 seed to the 4 seed.
Yeah,
so
that is the East for you.
yeah, I mean, it's those top 5 teams, they can all make the playoffs, and these last 3 weeks are going to be extremely fun for that side.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, if you literally winning each week is a must.
Yeah.
If you want to stay.
Absolutely.
And you have a chance if you're in 6th, 5th, you have a chance.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you have a chance if you're in 5th place?
Oh, the Hawks are going to grab that kid with the broken toe.
Wait, if you're in 5th place in your conference, you have a chance for the playoffs?
You don't have to sell.
You don't have to?
I swear to God, Fran. Here it's crazy. Crazy. If you're not in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, and you're in 5th, 6th, and maybe even 7th, you could literally make a couple moves and get right back into contention. You don't have to sell.
So if I'm in 5th place next year, I don't have to give away my whole team for 2 players?
I would never. Like, that is...
I gotta write that down.
If someone wants
Mental
to give
note.
you...
Mental note.
If someone wants to give you their whole team for 2 players, hop on that
Oh,
motherfucker.
you can't say no to that.
Cannot
but
say no to that.
Speaking of, Sleeper City, 102, Nuck if you buck, whopping 67 points.
Whoop, whoop.
League low.
Good job, Shane.
Yeah. I mean,
Me and Shane are buddies. I don't shit talk Shane.
no one's shit talking Dave.
I hope Christian McCaffrey comes back next week, Shane.
No, he's out this week again.
I know, next week.
So.
Oh, next week's a bye, Shane.
Ooh.
Maybe week 14, Shane.
Damn. Rated X, 117. It hurts when I pee, 109.
Fittman got better by trading away his team. I mean, Kyler Murray was a huge get for him.
I haven't seen a better 4-6 team in my whole life.
I mean, he was a better 2-4 team, don't get me wrong.
But he's the best 4-6 team I've ever seen.
Right, he's the best team that'll never make playoffs ever.
In fantasy history.
And he'll beat Bryce by 20. Or he'll beat Sean by 20.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And he lost to Sean by 40.
That's week 1 matchup next year.
100%. Sean, yeah.
Fittman needs his revenge.
And I would like you week 1, too, just so I can kill you.
All right. We'll see.
Not 2 years from now. I'll take you week 1 and 2
2
years.
years from now?
2 years from
2022?
now. 2022.
All right.
I would like to. It's like college scheduling. I'd like to set it up 7 years in advance.
Or if you're the Milwaukee Bucks, trade those picks away 7 years in advance.
Drew Holiday's good, man. I just think I'm a little pissed because I wanted him.
I can't
But
believe
that's
they
a
give up
lot of
that much
first-round
for him.
picks. Also, Al Horford getting traded to OKC earlier
Horford's
earlier
career,
today.
Horford's career was at like a 7 in Atlanta, and then he was like a 7.58 in Boston.
Yep.
He gets traded to Philly. He went down to a 4, and at this point right now, he's a 2.
Got that
guy
money,
is
though.
Terrible.
Got that money, though.
He's not a terrible player. He's terrible
NCAA
since
champion,
he left.
asshole.
Since he left Boston, though, like his whole career is just
Sick in Florida.
down the toilet. And I mean,
He was sick in Florida.
what do you mean he was sick in Florida? Oh, at Florida? Yeah, he's a Gator Hall of Famer for
He
sure.
really is. I'm a Joakim Noah, baby.
Yeah.
Out team.
That team was so good, though.
I know.
Those couple
Who else
years,
was that?
that
Who was
was
the shooting guard?
They won the football championship.
Yeah.
Baseball championship.
Shout out Aaron Hernandez.
Shout out Tim Tebow, Dave.
Oh. I was thinking Gators.
Say a prayer for Tim Tebow.
I'm thinking about the U. No, say a prayer for Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, he
you
was on the same
scumbag. Guy's dead. Tim Tebow's alive, making millions. Aaron Hernandez is dead. Say a prayer for him.
Yeah, a few other people that Aaron Hernandez came in contact with dead too.
Corona? 6 feet. You gotta stay 6 feet away from Aaron Hernandez.
Corona?
He started something.
Justin Turner did.
Justin Turner was hanging out with Aaron Hernandez's wife, who's honestly, like a real one. A real one. Hit me up. Yeah, I don't want to say that because I might die soon, folks. I literally.
Dave calls MJ a scumbag now.
Well, MJ is a
Aaron Hernandez.
MJ.
What is going on?
Michael Jordan, you know where I am. Come at me. I don't give a shit. Scumbag. Aaron Hernandez, scumbag. I mean, I think that's fair to say. Definitely.
Are they the same kind of scumbag?
Well, no, one murdered people.
Yeah.
How's Michael Jordan a scumbag?
No, where's Justin Turner land on this list?
Oh, he's fucking worse than both of them because who gets coronavirus?
He's just a family man, dude.
No, he's not, Fran. If he was a family man, he would literally not party with his team. Like, he gave the whole state of California coronavirus.
All right. Well, the people want to know, why is MJ a scumbag? The people want to know.
It was 1986. Lori went out for dinner one night, and a man approached her. No, don't get me started. Fran, next game.
Dave, breaking news.
No.
The Atlanta Hawks.
No. Michael Jordan.
Atlanta Hawks have taken the
Justin Turner.
I can't say his name.
That's
The kid from USC. The USC kid.
the broken foot man himself. Oyiniko
Ogunkwa. And with pick 7, Killian Hayes goes to Detroit.
Wow. Shit.
I like that pick for Detroit.
Romano like that. Wow. All right. Great pick. Detroit. Noted scumbag city. That's totally fair.
Bro, Eminem's from Detroit.
Okay, Nate.
Pour one out for my homies. 132. Chubby Chasers, 112.
That was almost. I thought it was honestly going to be a tough week for Brian. He was going against Pittman and Naheem Hines after career days. So it was pretty impressive to see him squeak out that win. He needed it because he's dropping in the rankings in the East, and he needed that win for playoffs.
Yeah, that was a big one for him. Scorpio, 124. Suck my fits, 73.
The bowl of, Paulie's team isn't awful when
He's
it
put
goes
up points
off.
all year.
But when it doesn't, it looks like Mills' team. And it was interesting to see Mills get smushed by another bad team.
Yeah, absolutely. Not a good game for Mills, as usual. Morning Wood versus Tank Complete. Morning Wood, 134. Tank, 98.
Morningwood rose again. What can I say? It seems he throws away his team, and he gets the same, if not better, production.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really still get what he did. I mean, he set himself up for next year, but he had a good potential this year. So it's just like
he's sitting at the 3 seed right now, but
right.
I mean, that could easily change.
Yeah, 1 week he loses, next thing you know.
And 69ers 135. Myself, the franchise, 92. Hey, Dave, like we said, get those sketchy losses out.
I won
before
7 in a
playoffs.
row. You didn't.
That's fine. Got to get those losses out before the playoffs.
Unplanned, planned.
Alrighty, guys, we'll take a break right now. We'll be back. Stay tuned.
Today's episode is sponsored by FatAssGlass.com, a top-ranked online smoke shop for all your smoking and vaporizing needs. Free 2 to 3 day shipping on orders $25 and up with interest-free payment plans available. Use code POWERHOUR for 10% off all purchases. Welcome back, everybody, for the second half of the 508 Power Hour. I want to throw some stardom situms at you guys to get you ready for the fantasy week. Get your matchup to that W and get you to the playoffs.
Before we do that, guys, if you have any questions, hot takes, whatever you want us to talk about, hit us up in the chat. I want to say ask us anything about fantasy, ask us basketball, football, baseball, whatever you want to hear. Dave, who are you starting at quarterback?
Cammy Newton.
You're starting Cam Newton?
Cam Newton.
Okay, Nate.
I know, right? It's crazy, right?
He has one good week and you just... Okay.
Yeah.
But why? Why are you starting Cam Newton?
Houston's defense sucks.
Yeah, they do.
And if anyone can run the ball, I think Cam Newton scores 2 touchdowns, not even in the air, right on the ground. Damian Harris, I don't know, they don't throw him in the end zone, so why not just put the big back Cam in there and let him run through for 2? He's going to do what he did for the first 2 weeks, I think, and I think they got some confidence now. I think he found a little target, Jacoby Myers, who, I don't want to fully say he's the next best thing for the New England Patriots, but looks pretty good. And Damian Harris also starting going off, so it's going to help Cam Newton not need to mess up, So I think Cam Newton's a good start here against Houston. 1 o'clock game, too, so quick and early.
Who you sitting?
The other quarterback on that other side, Deshaun Watson.
Ooh.
I do not like his matchup this week against New England. I think New England has a very good read on Deshaun Watson in the past. Like Bill Belichick against Deshaun Watson all time. I think Deshaun's beaten him once. If not, it was
last year.
Right. So I think Bill Belichick has Deshaun kind of figured out. Again, the offensive weapons with Will Fuller, I think J.C. Jackson locks him down. And Cooks, I think Gilmore.
I would say Gilmore practiced today, so limited, but he was at
so
practice.
Either or, even better for the New England Patriots. For sitting Deshaun too.
Yeah.
And if Fuller's blanketed, then so is Cooks, because JC and Stephon are extremely good quarterbacks.
Yep. I'm going to be starting Big Ben against Jacksonville.
Okay.
Roethlisberger is coming off a 333-yard game and 4 touchdowns, which are both season highs.
Mm-hmm.
I would say last week they played Cincinnati, so you may have been like, oh, they're going to get up really early and just pound the rock. That wasn't the case.
Dwayne?
They got up early. What?
Dwayne?
Yeah, pound the rock. Dwayne Johnson.
Ugh. Okay.
So, you're not going to be worried about them getting up, really, and running the ball.
I think Jacksonville is Gardner still out?
He may come back. I don't think
But again, I don't think that's a crazy difference for a Pittsburgh team that has found its mojo.
Yeah.
If they were going to lose any game this year, it was going to be that Dallas game. And they figured it out, I think. And I think that was a huge wake-up call. You got... holy shit. You have Juju starting to produce. Now Claypool's back in it after having a few duds. That offense is clicking, and I think James Conner...
You're skipping somebody.
Hmm?
You're skipping somebody.
On what?
Antonio Brown's not on the team anymore, friend.
No, the wide receivers in Pittsburgh.
Oh, sorry. James Washington. He's also an extremely good slot receiver. So it's just they have extremely good potential there. And
James Conner can catch passes too. Right?
Yeah, anyone on that team can catch passes.
How about Pittsburgh's? He led the team in fantasy points once again last week.
Oh, Martavis Bryant.
Nope. Shockingly, it was Deontay
Santonio
Johnson.
Holmes.
So you had Johnson.
Randall Cobb.
No, that's the thing. Deontay Johnson was wide receiver 6. Claypool was wide receiver 9, and Juju was wide receiver 10, 12.
Yeah.
So when you have all 3 of your receivers producing wide receiver 12 or higher, that's all Ben has to do. Just throw the ball up to any of them, and they're going to produce.
Oh, so you're saying any of them are as good as Deontay Johnson?
No, they're all going to produce. Deontay's still better.
I don't buy it. But you're also not going against Cincinnati's secondary every week.
No, you're going up against Jacksonville's, who's weak, just as weak as Green Bay or Cincinnati.
I think they're a little better.
I mean, they are a little better than
I do like Justin Fields.
Cleveland or Cincinnati. What the hell?
I'm
I'm thinking of my sit-em right now.
Fran's
with Cleveland.
high, folks.
I'm going to sit
He's not.
Carson Wentz. I'm going to sit Carson Wentz versus the Browns. The Browns have 22 sacks on the season. Myles Garrett leads the NFL in sacks on the season. And when Cleveland has the ball, all they do is run the ball.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it last week. Nick Chubb,
And,
100 yards.
yeah.
Kareem Hunt, 100 yards.
When you can do that and just kill the clock like that,
Mhm.
time of possession is 100% on your side.
See, what's crazy is, though, Fran, Philadelphia's run defense, 6th best against the running back in fantasy this year.
I know. I understand that, but I mean, I think Cleveland's rolling right now.
Mhm.
Cleveland actually, what do they have? 7 wins right now. They're
Yep.
7-3.
Which,
The Cleveland Browns are freaking 7-3.
who would have thought?
Yeah.
Look at us. Who would have
Breaking
thought?
news:
You know?
the New York Knicks have selected Obi Toppin with pick 8.
Oh, man, poor kid.
I like that pick
He's
for New
living in New
York.
York City, though. I mean,
I hate it. I hate it because it's the
You
Knicks, but that's
you just grabbed R.J. Barrett, which I guess he's a shooting guard. But, I don't know. Good for the Knicks. Bad for Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin's a stud, I think. I think everyone's sleeping on that kid from Virginia, too. What was his name?
on the Knicks or in the draft?
Azubuike?
In the draft
Yeah, I think Azubuike. No.
from Virginia.
Dikembe Mutombo.
oh, the
Azubuike, right?
yeah, Awu guy or something
All
like
right,
that.
well,
I don't know.
come on. I mean,
I don't know.
give it a chance. Give it a try at least.
Awu guy.
Azubuike.
No, it's I'll tell you right now. I think it was.
Oh,
I'm gonna go
Bobo.
over to our 508 Association mock draft that Jake got put up. It's on our website. Check it out.
See how many was he right on right now?
A few.
Dude, I don't know who you're talking about. The kid from Virginia.
Yeah.
I don't think he's from Virginia, or maybe he is.
Dave, I have no clue who you're talking about, man.
Hold on.
All right, at running back, I'm gonna start Damian Harris.
Really?
Yes. So with Damian Harris going up against Houston, Houston actually allows.
Uduko Azubuike.
Onyeka Algonkwu? Is that the guy's name?
Is that what team?
Jake has him at number 9 to the Wizards.
That's the kid from Virginia.
I don't know. He hasn't put his school. So.
No, that's a kid that
He
USC
just got,
kid who was
he
already
just got
been
drafted.
Did he just get drafted?
Yeah,
Where,
7.
dude?
Where?
I called it.
What spot?
I think
6
7.
to Atlanta.
No, yes, 7 to Atlanta.
No, 7 was Killian Hayes to Detroit.
Oh yeah, Detroit has 7.
Yeah. So as I was saying, Damian Harris is playing Houston, who allows 167 yards on the ground per game.
Yep.
Which is shockingly last in the NFL. Harris just put up 121 yards on 22 carries.
Mm-hmm.
He has 3 games over 100 yards this year, so I expect Harris to have another huge game. And I'm going to be sitting James Robinson against Pittsburgh.
Oh, my guy.
Pittsburgh's allowed 100 yards the last 3 games on the ground, but
Mhm.
I think they finally get on track this week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they're the best rushing defense right now against fantasy running backs.
Yeah, and they've allowed 13 points per game to running backs on the entire season.
Right.
So, I mean, Robinson's floor is like 10 to 13 points, but I think his ceiling is 10 to 13 points this week, which I just don't expect it to happen, especially if Luden has to start again.
No pass check downs to which Minshew loves to Robinson. So
Exactly. So I'm sitting Robinson.
I'm starting James Conner. I think he has a great matchup against Jacksonville, and I think Pittsburgh goes up pretty early, so they just don't need to really rely on Big Ben passing it. I think James Conner eats. I mean, it's been a few weeks since we've seen James Conner eating something, you know. So it's like I expect him to have 120 and 2. I think he has a big game. I'm sitting Kareem Hunt. I think Nick Chubb last week. Kareem still had 100 and a touchdown. But with Nick Chubb getting back into the swing and Philly's run defense pretty good, I don't trust Kareem to have a big game, but I think Nick Chubb does. So I think you start to see Kareem's volume producing a lot less. And I think he starts to drop a little bit.
The Washington Wizards are selecting Denny Avdija.
Oh, that fucking...
Avdija
Yeah.
with the number 9 pick.
Yeah.
Is that the Turkey kid?
Oh, my God. We might get the kid from Maryland.
I swear, dude, the Celtics can't.
Shut up.
They can't take
Shut
3
up.
picks this year.
Shut up.
They have 4?
3 first.
Oh my God, we might get the kid from Maryland, Jalen Smith.
At receiver, I'm going to start Robbie Anderson. They don't have Christian McCaffrey again this week, so Teddy Bridgewater is going to have to rely on the receivers a little more. Anderson has been the number 1 this year in Carolina, and they're playing a good matchup against Detroit.
DJ Moore scored, 2 touchdowns last week?
Honestly, Moore had a good week, and, I mean, we literally talked about it. Honestly, they go back and forth with whoever's having a big week. 2 weeks ago it was Samuel. Last week it was Moore. This week it's going to be Anderson.
Right.
I'm also sitting Mike Evans.
Sitting someone on that Tampa Bay team, too.
All right. Mike Evans is playing the Rams. The Bucs are playing the Rams, which means Mike Evans is getting shadowed by none other than the best cornerback in the entire NFL, Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey held DK Metcalf to, 2 catches last week? So, I mean, that's going to be the same thing with Evans. Evans and DK are pretty much built the same way. I don't see Evans really doing anything this week.
Alrighty. So I'm starting Mr. Michael Pittman Jr. Little Colts action.
I love that start.
He had 100 yards last week and a touchdown. He is Phillip Rivers' guy now. I mean, he's gotten double-digit targets in the last 2 games. He has outperformed T.Y. Hilton as the number 1 guy there. T.Y. has been a flash of himself, and Pittman's one of those bigger guys that can go up and get the ball, like Phillip Rivers' guy, like Mike Williams did back in L.A. So it's similar comparison to the two, because I wouldn't say Keenan Allen, because I mean he's not Keenan Allen, but Pittman has that ability to make a big play and a big catch when Phillip Rivers needs it. So I definitely want to start him here.
I think it's so sad because that should be Paris Campbell, but it's not.
I'd rather Pittman. Hey, if Colts are producing, you know. Can't be sad, Brand.
Yeah, beggars can't be choosers.
Exactly. And I'm sitting Mr. Woman Beater, allegedly, Antonio Brown. A little allegedly out there, just throwing that out there because I don't want to just clear him of anything. If anything comes out, you know, I want all facts to be proven.
You see the stuff that just came out recently?
I don't look at the facts.
Not of that, but of like what he did in October right before he signed.
No, what was it?
He threatened a security guard and then threw something at the security booth, and then
we've all been there. I mean, bad Friday night over at Whiskey, and you start saying, what are you, a fucking security guard? What are you gonna do? I just want wings. And next thing you know, it's just you're on the ground or kicked out of beer garden. It's just a tough go. It's a tough go for Spencer kids. But yeah, I think Chris Godwin's starting to find his.
No respect for Spencer kids.
I mean, no respect. You didn't give DiNucci no respect when he came out, so I mean, the hell. But again, Chris Godwin's starting to find himself, and Mike Evans. I don't agree with Fran's Mike Evans sit because I think Mike Evans has been a touchdown machine as of late, and he's still got Gronk there. So I just it's just too many targets going everyone's way, and so I just don't trust his. I mean, of course, it's a big boom or bust, but I think it's a bust this week. And for tight ends, I'm starting Hayden Hurst. Off of bye, Atlanta is coming off their bye, like I just fucking said. And they're going to play New Orleans in New Orleans. And one of Matt Ryan's biggest things this year has been going to Hayden Hurst in the end zone. He's top 7, I think, tight end right now. He's producing decent amount for how much that Atlanta offense goes. And I think the Saints are going to be up, so Matt Ryan's going to have to be passing the ball a little bit more. And Hayden Hurst has a huge opportunity to step in and grab some red zone touchdowns. And it's been a trend for me. I'm sitting Jonnu Smith again. His volume just hasn't been there, and people still seem to want to start him. I think he started in over 45% of leagues, which is ridiculous because I just don't see the value when you have Derrick Henry. He's not producing like he was those first 5 weeks because now he's used more in the run game. So it's just, I don't know what it is. Maybe they're game planning for him, but it's just sit him.
I'm going to be starting Logan Thomas versus Cincinnati.
Love it.
Thomas has 6 targets in each of the last 2 weeks. I mean, Alex Smith loves his tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Smith and that Washington team have been passing the ball in a ridiculous amount the last 2 weeks.
And short, it's not big passes. It's like run after catches and shit. Or, yeah, you know what I mean.
Exactly. And Thomas is playing Cincinnati, which is the number 32 team versus the tight end in fantasy. So I'm expecting a big game here out of Thomas. I'm going to be sitting Noah Fant. I mean, Drew Lock's not 100% still.
Noah Fant just came out with an injury today.
Is he playing?
Questionable.
Okay. I expect him to play. If he does play, he's not the issue there right now. Drew Lock is still not 100%.
Right.
Fant isn't 100%. So, I mean, even if the matchup's good against Miami, I just don't trust it. I don't trust Fant at all
100%.
versus Miami. And, Dave, you want to go over Week 11 matchups this week?
Let's do it, Fran.
Alrighty. So, we have the franchise versus Chubby Chasers.
Yeah, this kid, Chubby Chasers, after he blew up his team, he's been putting up a lot of points. It could be a trap game, but I think you take this with Julio Jones coming back.
Off the high. I like it. Tyler?
He has no idea.
Alrighty.
No, Chubby Chasers, Chubby Chasers.
I thought you didn't even know.
He had no clue.
Yeah,
He had no clue.
I think you got a lucky guess right there.
He doesn't even know who they're playing.
Who's he playing?
Chubby Chasers?
Yes.
The other team.
No.
It's Fran.
Oh, Fran? Oh, yeah, Fran's losing again. Back to back. Knock him out of the playoffs.
Knock if you buck versus Scorpio.
I think your dad takes this. Shane's team is a shell of what it once was. And Scorpio's, like we said, got a decent squad. Tommy Brady.
I like my dad. Scorpio's winning.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god, it
He took him
was.
in the
Yeah,
first.
he did. He didn't give a shit.
I'm going Scorpio. He's
Alrighty.
going to win out.
Straight Cash versus Suck My Fits.
It's gonna be a lot closer than you think because Mills just has those random games against like the top teams, but against Bryce wins by 30. A lot closer. You thought it was gonna be a 100-point game, but it's a 30-point win for Bryce.
Bryce wins by 35.
Well, I mean, you just Price is right me right there. What the fuck was
I
that?
could have said 31.
Yeah,
You know?
1 cent, 1 penny.
I want to see Bryce lose this game.
I want to play
It
Slingo.
would be nice, but what are the chances? I mean,
I would just love to see Mills pull off the upset,
Wouldn't
but
we all, Fran?
I mean he's not. Straight Cash is winning that one. Nation Domination versus Sleeper City.
Coming back in a big way.
Yeah, big game for Hawes. I mean Hawes needs wins.
Yep, he needs to win this if he wants to stay in playoffs. I'm projected 130. Let's get it.
Projected 129, dude. You're gonna win. I like Dave this week.
yeah. I like Dave as well. But I also like Dave because we need Brian to lose, so. Well, I don't need, but
Ha!
Fran needs Brian to lose.
Ooh. Maybe I just dropped my whole team and don't.
Could do that.
And you get like.
Wait, if I put everything. I need a full lineup, right? You're lucky, Fran. If this was week 2, I would
Fran
fuck you over.
Fran needs Brian to lose more than anything.
To lose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to let Brian win. That's what I'm getting at here.
Some collusion.
Do what you want. I don't care.
I don't think I can, though. I would have to drop a lot of people. My bench players are just so good that I couldn't even lose if I put them in, you know?
Pour one out for my homies versus Rated X.
The best 4-6 team in the world ever takes a huge loss. And this is because he talked shit about Brian's team earlier in this year.
He has all year.
And I think Mahomes coming back is just going to slaughter the bald man.
Dave, unfortunately, I'm going to break your heart right
No. Oh, they fucking got
here. The
him.
Phoenix Suns are selecting Jalen Smith with the number 10 pick. Yeah. No Maryland guy to Boston. So, the Celtics can't. They have to make a move. Are they really not going to make a move?
Next matchup. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, DeAndre Ayton's already there.
Yep, another 6'10" guy to put on that team with Chris Paul and Devin Booker.
Ah!
Yep. Yeah, that's a tough one to lose right there. Why are the Celtics not just trading up for this pick?
Shut up, Fran.
Who knows?
Give Phoenix 3 picks for this pick, and who cares? Quantity is not better than quality in this.
James Harden is coming.
draft.
That's what's happening. Something's happening.
Awful.
The fuck?
69ers versus Tank Complete.
No, Romano.
I like Romano this week too.
Wow. Guess I'll take myself.
Shocker.
I would.
It Hearns when I pee versus Sweaty Punt.
Why would you draft another center if you have
Power
DeAndre
forward.
Ayton?
Power
He's 7'1".
6'10". Yeah, Dave, what are you thinking there? Hearns when I pee versus Sweaty Punt.
I think we trade the 30th pick for PJ Tucker.
I'm gonna take Sweaty Punt.
Yeah, me too. Wait, no. No, yeah. The other one's a cop. Sweaty Punt.
Morningwood versus Armageddon for 7.
Definitely Morningwood shafts Nate like he's been shafted his whole life.
Yeah, Nate can't win. Patriots cannot put up a good fantasy week, and I'm gonna read you Nate. I'm gonna read you Nate's team right now, dude. This is gross. Ready? Rex Burkhead,
Patriot.
or Cam Newton,
Patriot.
Rex Burkhead,
Patriot.
Tim Patrick, Jacoby Myers,
Patriot.
Jonnu Smith,
Patriot. No, not Patriot. Titan.
Devontae Parker, Kalen Ballage, Nick Folk,
Patriot.
Patriots defense,
Patriots, yeah.
J.C. Jackson.
Sounds like Patriot.
Do you want to hear Nate's bench?
Yep.
Cole Beasley, DJ Dallas, Saquon Barkley,
Patriot.
Demir Bird,
That's a Patriot.
Isaiah Ford,
That's actually a new Patriot.
and Sonny Michel.
Sounds like a Patriot. That's 9 players out of 12 max we have.
14, because he has 2 bench.
So is Saquon his keeper, or is he like keeping J.C. Jackson?
He might keep Jacoby Myers if I don't know.
Yeah, he honestly was thinking about keeping Jacoby
He's
Myers.
got Saquon on his bench.
Yeah.
What? We have that kid in our league?
Dude, he's been 4-9 the last 4 years.
You should change your name to the 4-9ers. Credit me for that joke.
Discount Belichick versus SJ Knights. That's a
This is
massive
the.
game.
I believe this is the match of the week.
You have the 7-3 discount
Yep.
at number 1 seed versus the SJ Knights 6-4 at the 4 seed.
And SJ Knights needs a win here to solidify himself in playoffs.
He's on.
He's not in playoffs. Nobody's
It's
in
a battle
playoffs.
of Jakes in this game too, as well.
Oh my
Jake
god.
versus Jake.
Wow.
Dun, dun, dun.
Discount's on a 5-game win streak, and SJ is on a 3-game win streak.
If those kids were smart, they'd lose the game soon. Because you do not want to go in the playoffs on a streak.
Yeah, dude, I'm 10-0 in a different league, and it's sketching me out right now. No, it's sketching me out.
You'll be alright.
Sounds like a co-ownership.
It is co-ownership, but 10-0 is 10-0.
Will you get paid if you win?
Not completely. Shocker, I know.
What?
But
Ah,
I
shit.
want to lose this week or next week, and just
That's
get
what I'm
that-
saying.
I want to get that
You
loss
need
out
to
of the way.
take because I ain't never seen 2 good teams finish 16-0. I'll tell you that. I ain't never seen that was a good one. That was a good one.
Do you think anyone will ever go 16-0?
Well, you only
Like
play
in the real
Oh no, I mean
fantasy what in our league.
15-0 or whatever. it
in
is.
our league. Absolutely not.
No,
Absolutely not.
Not one.
too much
no.
shit goes down in our league for like anything to
I mean,
ever
what,
work.
Bryce is what, 9-1? That's close enough. Jesus.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
9-1
okay, the
time one.
Patriots lose. Like Patriots perfect season, close enough, right? Well, that's what you just
Next
said.
topic, please.
That's what you just said,
No, what's wrong with that?
right?
What's wrong with the Patriots?
Speaking about the Giants, how about the offensive line coach trying to beat the shit out of
Oh
Joe
yeah, I heard about that.
Joe Judge?
Yeah, I mean that you
But he
deserve.
called him names.
You deserve to get fired.
Sounds like some Myles Garrett and whatever the white kid, the Mason Rudolph, little racial argument there. That I'm telling you right now, Mason Rudolph did not say nothing.
I mean, they came out and said he didn't say anything.
Yeah, fucking NFL films. Where you at with the mic'd up on that? Like, you can mic up every other thing, but come on. Not to
San
beat up
Antonio is selecting Devin Vassell with the number 11 pick.
I remember we used to have a teacher named Miss Vassell.
Oh, she's a principal.
She was a bitch.
Oh, she was awful. She was awful.
I ain't a hater. Yo, Devin Vassell, this kid, another
of
Florida
course he's
State
a
kid.
fucking
Yeah,
hater.
his friend was good
Yeah.
two shoes, dude.
Another Florida State kid.
She's on his knees all day.
Doucher. That means you sucked dick. That's what he said.
Thanks for explaining,
can't hear him.
Dave. Thanks for explaining.
Hey, I'm just me.
Yeah.
I'm just in shock that the Celtics are going to actually. No, I'm not. Oh, of course they're going to do this.
When it comes to our pick, we're going to trade them all to the Rockets, and we're going to get Harden.
Do you want to sit on until the Celtics pick?
Yeah, it's what, like 3 more?
Yeah, pick 11 just happened.
Mark my words. If it's somehow Tyreek Maxey, I will quit my life.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for Power Hour. We're going to stay here, though. But for Power Hour, guys, follow us on YouTube. Like us. Subscribe. Twitter. Follow us on Twitter.
Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram. What else do we have? No, we don't have a LinkedIn. Not yet. Tyler, get on that.
Why would he? Craigslist.
508association.weebly.com.
Yes,
Check
sir.
us out.
Posting basketball blogs now. NBA season is starting. Make sure you tune in tomorrow morning to listen to the 508 Degenerates Podcast for your Sunday slate of gambling to steal that money from the bookie. I did go 12-11-1 last week, so we literally made money, and I mean, can't argue with that.
Yeah. And that's going to be it, guys. Take care. We'll be back next week.
Thanks, guys.
Peace out.
Thanks for listening to the 508 Power Hour. Make sure to hit that follow button on Twitch and hit subscribe on YouTube at 508 Association.